So hello everyone, my name is Saurabh and today is the day 16. No, I think today is the let me just check कौन सा दिन है भाई. How many questions have okay, today is the day 17 of me solving 150 top interview questions and let's see कि भाई आज का question क्या है. And today's question is Roman to end teacher and I have already solved this question, although I can mark it as marked as solved, but still it's for the part of consistency, not the part of solving. Since I've already solved this question, so I mean I can again solve this question, but again we will be using the first principles to solve this question. Also, I remember the solution because this was one of the initial questions. I mean this was on December of 22th 2025. This was one of the first question that I tried solving. Now how I ended up solving this question was quite, I mean it has a story of its own. Let me first explain that, then I will hop back onto this question. See, back then I was just I just listened about LeetCode and all of this. I just heard about what is DSA and all. So I mean I just hopped onto the site and I looked at, oh, there is a question named Roman to integer. I think this should be easy. Now I read through the question, my mind got fucked up. Now because of that, what I did was I I I I just took pen and paper out and I just started to, you know, make up the logic. I don't know how many kinds of logic did I end up making. Then finally I looked up on the LLM, and using LLM I ended up on this solution. Maybe I don't exactly remember कि मैंने तब क्या लिखा था, लेकिन हाँ, this was the solution to which I ended up. This was basically I basically prepared a, I think I can see this. Yes, I basically prepared a singular array after iterating on the every character of the string, and after post that I just the basic logic for it. Basic logic when you convert a particular Roman to integer. So although it was easy but was hard for me initially when I did this problem for the first time. So again we'll be doing this specific question again in front of you guys. Although I have already read this question, I know, I mean, what the question dynamics are and all. Just need to remember this part and I think it would be pretty easy for me. Let me just go to my parent directory in which I'm currently working, dsaj and code all. Let me just remove, and by the way we'll be starting the timer, although there is no need because this is pretty easy question, but still this is one of the hardest easy question. Okay, not the easiest, but it is one of the hardest easy questions. Fine. Okay, why is it lagging? I mean, why is my VS Code lagging a lot? And I should have kept Linux, by the way. Next time I will be installing Arch Linux or some other distro when I get my own PC ना, तब करूँगा इसको इसी तरह से. खैर, rm to integer.cpp. I don't even have my, what do you call it as, BC plus, how the fuck did I write? Yes, let me just turn it off. I was actually using this model. By the way guys, I'm currently making some kind of extension for, solving any of the problem. Now for this problem let me explain a bit the core logic behind Roman to integer is, let's say I'm given a Roman x1b or any bigger, what is 49, let's take 49 for the case. If I simply convert 49 to the Roman, what's the number for it? I think for 50 it is given as 50, it is given as L and I as my number, so it would be 1 and L, I and L would be the number. So the core logic behind solving this question is कि any number, any string. Let's say there is a long string, let's say x l m v i v again. I don't know whether this is feasible or not, but just for the case of example, any individual number, if it is a decreasing sequence, then you add it to the result. If it's an increasing sequence, then you remove the current value, and finally till you just do it until the last value. Okay, this is pretty simple. Let me just do this. And for accessing every value, because we have to list down I, v, l and m, so I will be using unordered map would be fine for it. Any of the things you could either use set or any other case. So I think it is character slash integer, and I would name it as access, or what should I nums. Let's name it as nums, and I will be giving this object its individual values. So in the unordered map, the key value pair would be, the key would be, my key would be what I, and the keys, this is for JavaScript, right? The keys value is this. Wait a minute, I have something better. मैं भूल जाता हूँ यार, मैं JavaScript भी करता रहता हूँ ना, तो उस वजह से things get mixed up. But I have a better thing. Character I as, wait a minute, even much better. Nums ith equals 1. Not an issue. 1, then there is v, right? V is your 5. Nums x, that 10 is your x, right? So x is your 10. Nums x l was your, herein I use l. This is your 50. This was for 50. Nums l के बाद में c होता है guess 100 के लिए. हाँ, cdm, ठीक है, और 500 and 1000. C is your 100. Nums c b is your 500, I guess. Yes. And nums cdm था, this is your 1000. Now this is a very simple logic. Let me just declare a resultant answer. This is your initially 0 होता, हाँ 0 होता है, so the thing would be initially set to 0, and I will just be removing an, है ना, वो काम करने वाला मैं तो. Yes. So what is going to happen is I will go throughout the complete array. For every integer I is 0, and I will hop on to n minus of 1, where integer n is nums dot size I plus plus, and till the last second value. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put that specific character, or basically for every character in this, and I'm gonna search for that specific character. Simple. So कैरेक्टर सी है डायरेक्टली बोलो क्या, नहीं, इंटीजर नम बोलना चाहिए मेरे को. नम इज है, एक मिनट, नम्स डॉट साइज नहीं आएगा, बल्कि यहाँ पे आएगा एस डॉट साइज. दिस इज ये स्ट्रिंग ना, हाँ नाम कह रहा हूँ मैं, वही मैं भी गड़बड़ कर देता हूँ बारी. सो एस का जो ith वैल्यू है ना, नम इज माई एस का ith वैल्यू, एस का ith वैल्यू, एस का ith वैल्यू इज माई नम. नहीं, दिस वुड बी एक्चुअली नम्स का ith वैल्यू नहीं आएगा. दिस वुड बी नम्स का जो एस का ith करेक्टर है वो होगा. This will basically give me the number, and I will be checking for the next number, right? Integer next num is my nums si plus 1. Perfect. And a basic check, if current num is greater than the next num. If num is simply greater than the next num, what I'm going to do is resultant plus equals to plus equals what should be there. These both are numbers. If this number is greater than this, plus equals the num value. That's it. Plus equals the num. Oh, result नहीं है क्या, आंसर से मैंने क्या, अभी ये क्या लिख दिया मैंने, ns. आई थिंक अब सही है. else the answer minus equals to the current num. Perfect. Basically the value would be subtracted from it, है ना. formula document, पहले एरर क्यों आ रहा था, वो सिंटैक्स एरर होगा कोई, मुझे नहीं पता. So if the num is basically greater than the next num, then we add the value, and if the num is smaller than the next num, then we remove the value. I mean basically subtract that specific number. Let's say I'm on the first value. If it is greater than the next num, we add it, we move to the next. If it is perfect, I mean अब इसके बाद में simply answer plus equals my last value basically. So nums s n minus और 1 वाला जो वैल्यू है उसकी जो कैरेक्टर वैल्यू वो हो जाएगी. and the fuck return पास में रिजल्ट. आई थिंक यार मैं बार बार रिजल्ट को लिख दे रहा हूँ. आई थिंक दिस इज फाइन. Just format it, control save, and I might have the solution in the एक मिनट यार वेम यूज कर रहा हूँ भाई आज मैं. आई थिंक थोड़ा और मिली सेकेंड कहीं पर हम लोग, मतलब वो कॉम्पिटेटिव प्रोग्रामर्स वाला कोड होता है जो, जैसे कि कुछ इस प्रकार के महाशय होते हैं भाई, इनका कोड देखना. अभी तुम लिखा तो सी प्लस प्लस में ही है. एक सेकेंड, ये क्या बात हुई है, ये कौन सा डेटा टाइप यूज़ कर रहे हैं लोग, मुझे तो पता नहीं. स्टैटिक इसकी आँख, स्टैटिक इंटीजर्स SIth. फाइन. आई मीन उसका यूज़ करके मैं ट्री में ट्रेवर्स अप कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन दीज पीपल आर जस्ट यूजिंग मोर मेमोरी एंड बेसिकली सिंप्लीफाई थिंग्स अप. ठीक है. सो दिस वाज ऑल फॉर द डे लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन. कल मिलते हैं भाई. कल आई थिंक हार्ड क्वेश्चन आने वाला है हमारे पास में. कल वाला क्वेश्चन कौन सा है, कल है इंटीजर टू रोमन. फाइन, ये शायद हमने अटेम्प्ट नहीं किया तो ट्राई करेंगे इसको भी. लेंथ ऑफ लास्ट वर्ड, ठीक है, कुछ ही क्वेश्चंस बाकी हैं, देन वी विल बी कंप्लीटिंग दी एरे एंड स्ट्रिंग्स वाला पार्ट. एंड Later on we'll be jumping onto two pointer, then the sliding window, then there will be metrics, hash map, intervals. I mean, I have done a lot of questions from these. But I mean, I don't want to be recording more. That's thank you.